Hello and welcome to my predictions video for tonight's WWE Bad Blood Premium Live event. Let's jump right into it, shall we? 5-match card. I'm going to work my way down the matches as listed on Wikipedia, as I'm pretty sure on SmackDown last night they confirmed that Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus the Bloodline will be the main event. So that's at the bottom of the Wikipedia list. So yeah, this order makes sense to me. It's not necessarily the match order itself, but we'll go with it. So the first match listed, which may very well open, seeing as it's not closing, is going to be the Hell in a Cell match. That's the first match we'll talk about. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. So the fact that after Punk beat McIntyre last month, he declared his interest in challenging Gunther, that does make me think that CM Punk's going to win this. Simply because I can't see many more logical challenges for Gunther than the winner of this match, and Gunther's a heel. Firmly established as a heel. Drew McIntyre ain't turning face anytime soon. WWE don't love doing heel versus heel programs. Damian Priest is a possibility to challenge Gunther next. You know, like get his rematch. If tonight is the end of the issue with the Judgment Day. But yeah, CM Punk's already laid the groundwork to potentially challenge Gunther next. So I'm going to say that CM Punk wins, and then we probably don't see Drew for a little while. He takes a little bit of a bit of time off, and CM Punk goes on to challenge Gunther for the world title. That's my prediction. CM Punk to win. Next, we're going to talk about the WWE Women's Championship match. Nia Jax defending against Bayley. And I've just noticed there are no men's titles on the line on this show, which is crazy. Anyway, yeah, the Women's Championship. Nia Jax retains here from me. The interesting story is Nia and Tiffany. And while watching SmackDown back this morning, because I didn't watch it last night, I tweeted that the reaction that we're going to get when Tiffy does hit Nia Jax with the briefcase and cashes in, is going to be insane. It's going to be like Dolph Ziggler levels of pop for his cash in my opinion. And I'm really looking forward to it. And I don't think they take that away from us by having Bayley beat Nia Jax for the Women's Championship. As much as I'd like that, I love Bayley and love to see Bayley on top of the division where she belongs. I think, and as reluctant as I am to admit this, I think Nia Jax has been doing some great work. And I think the story that we are wanting to see as an audience is Tiffy turning on Nia Jax and turning face in the process. So yeah, Nia Jax to retain. Up next, we'll talk about Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. Another just grudge match, which, can I just go off on a tiny tangent here and point out, like, I love the fact that there's 5 matches on the show and 2 of them are women's. Like, that's great. But I've talked for a long time about the way to really elevate women's wrestling in the American mainstream is more non-title feuds. Like on AEW recently, we had Statlander and Willow, and they had that great street fight that was for no titles. It was just, you know, because they hate each other. And we've had, in WWE, we've had Becky versus Trish, I recall. Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. But I'm struggling to think of too many of them, and that's the thing. Look at this show. CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, why are they fighting? Just because they hate each other. Damian Priest and Finn Balor, why are they fighting each other? Just because they hate each other. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns against the Bloodline. I mean, yeah, one of them's the WWE champion, but why are they fundamentally fighting each other? Because they hate each other. There's no titles on the line in any of the men's matches, because the men's storylines don't have to revolve around the titles. They can do. They absolutely do have storylines revolving around the titles. You've got Gunther and Sami Zayn. You had the whole Braun Breaker, Jey Uso and Sami Zayn situation before that. You've got, obviously, Cody Rhodes. The reason the Bloodline are so interested in Cody Rhodes is because he's got what they consider to be their world championship. So there are titles involved in men's storylines, but they can also have premium live event matches, 3 of them on one show, with no titles involved, no titles on the line. That's kind of the difference for me in how the two sexes are booked nowadays in mainstream American professional wrestling, and that's what kind of needs to change to really make it feel equal. Anyway, this match, Damian Priest versus Finn Balor, surely Priest wins. They're not going to drag this out longer, right? Surely this is just the blow-off match. Priest gets his satisfying win against Finn Balor. And you know what? Maybe does go on to then get his rematch against Gunther before CM Punk gets his shot. Or, you know, maybe they have a number one contenders match. I don't know. But, yeah, Damian Priest surely wins this. Next match is for the Women's World Championship. Liv Morgan defending against Rhea Ripley with Dominic Mysterio in a shark cage above the ring. Which, if we've learned anything from WWE shark cage matches, the person in the shark cage is always involved in the finish. They always market the matches. This will keep them from being involved, and they always either get out of the shark cage or they've got a weapon in there that they chuck down to their person in the ring or something like that. So I'm actually going to predict Liv Morgan to retain here. This is probably one of the more difficult matches on the show for me to predict personally. Like one of the ones I'm least confident in my prediction. I do believe this could go either way, but the shark cage stipulation usually means that the person in the shark cage, their guy or girl, is actually going to win the match due to the person in the shark cage doing some sort of either miraculous escape or some sort of underhanded tactic or what have you. So yeah, I'm going with Liv Morgan to win. And finally, the alleged main event. Like I say, they called it the main event on SmackDown, but WWE have in the past called matches that didn't go on last main events. But I assume this one's going to main event. And I've heard The Rock's in town, so that's probably why, if we're being honest. That said, that doesn't really give me a lot of information as to who's going to win this match. This is another one that I'm pretty 50-50 on. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns taking on Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. There's kind of two and a half, 3 ways I could see this going. One is either member of the babyface team pinning Solo Sikoa. So that's kind of 2 results, if you like. Or the other one is Jacob Fatu pinning Cody Rhodes. They're like the options for me. I don't see Roman Reigns taking the pin. I don't see Solo getting the win. I think Cody laying the groundwork with offering Jacob Fatu a world title shot over Solo Sikoa, saying he's the one who deserves it. I think we're slowly going to build that of, is Jacob Fatu just much better than Solo Sikoa, and should he be the boss? You know, I think we're going to slowly build that. Like, I don't think it's going to develop anytime soon. They're going to be on the same team for Survivor Series, because what else is War Games going to be at this point? Yeah, this is a really tricky one. Who's going to win it? Does Roman Reigns come back after months off from WrestleMania and lose? I mean, he's not going to get pinned, so it doesn't matter too much. I think maybe the Bloodline could win because of the numbers game, and that's how we get to War Games. Because obviously Cody and Roman recruit, I'm guessing, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton to team with them. And maybe one more if The Rock ends up on Team Bloodline, which would be absolutely insane, by the way. Can you imagine The Rock in War Games? I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's just going to be 4v4. But stranger things have happened. There's also potential room for Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn on the babyface team. Like, they have options. They have options. There's room for Kevin Owens on the heel team, which would be crazy. Like, Kevin Owens feeling betrayed by Cody and Randy, accepting Roman Reigns on their side, and deciding to team with the newer Bloodline, who the members of which have actually done less to him than Roman Reigns. You know, kind of, that would be his justification. So there's lots of ways they could go with this. But yeah, I'm going to go with... Oh, this is tricky. See, either Jacob Fatu winning or Solo Sikoa losing both kind of do the same thing of questioning Solo's leadership of the bloodline. But I think maybe the numbers game has to win out. I mean, the Rock could return on Cody and Roman's side, by the way. Could return as a babyface. That's also a possibility. There's so many possibilities. I'm just gonna predict, and I don't feel good about this, and I actually think I'm wrong predicting this. But how I think I would personally book it is to have the Bloodline win via Jacob Fatu beating Cody Rhodes. So I'm gonna do that. I actually think I can't believe. Am I really gonna predict against Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, the most mega power team since the Mega Powers? Well, maybe the two-man power trip as well. But they're like the third iteration of it. Am I really gonna predict against them? Yeah, I'm gonna stick to my guns. The Bloodline to win. Come on, Team Jacob. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so let's quickly recap my predictions before I change my mind again on that main event. I'm predicting CM Punk to beat Drew McIntyre, Nia Jax to retain against Bayley. I don't know if I'm predicting a cash-in. It's possible, but they were building it up a bit too much, and whenever they build it up loads on TV, I feel like it's not going to happen. But yeah, CM Punk, Nia Jax, Damian Priest, Liv Morgan, and the Bloodline are my predicted winners. Let me know your predicted winners in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on my future videos, including other predictions videos for WWE, AEW, TNA, premium live events and pay-per-views. I'm not just a WWE show, you know. Also, I'm going to be doing a review of this show. I do other wrestling-related content, watch-alongs of classic classic shows. I do wrestling video games. I do all sorts. So yeah, subscribe. Also, head on over to EBEZAsimsgames, where at the exact same time as I upload this video, I will be uploading the first of 4 WWE 2K24 match simulations regarding tonight's Bad Blood premium live event. So go check that out as well. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been Ebeza, you've been amazing, and I'll see you next time.